Hey guys, it's Nicole in Neston Haven, and today I have a yard sale haul for you. This is actually part two to the last yard sale I did. I shopped all of this on the same day. The other one just ran a little long, so I went ahead and broke it up. So this yard sale, I picked up this globe. I was actually what I would consider kind of late. I got there around 10 o'clock. This was when I went to kind of towards the end of my day because I usually start around 7. I try to. And I was surprised to see this still there. So this was only $5 too, and that's a super score, I think. So I love anything to do with maps and globes. More than likely, I'm keeping this myself. Yeah, so killer deal. This was at a yard sale that was benefiting like the Cancer Society. So, I was happy, more than happy to give them the $5 for it. I live right here in Maine, so if you guys are curious and new to my channel, that's where I am at. I have lots of YouTube friends that live up in Canada. I'm trying to see Richard at Richard's Corner, one of my friends on YouTube here. He always says he lives in Manitoba, I think Ontario. I don't see Manitoba on here, so, but he's in this area. Erin at Gentle Thrifty Mama, she lives in Canada somewhere too. I'm not quite sure. I think she lives around this area above New York. I don't know, it's kind of interesting, getting to know all these YouTubers and kind of just looking at the map and seeing, where we all are at. It's kind of interesting. So I think Jeffrey at Real Nifty Vintage lives in like this area. I think he's like in Illinois. I don't know how close he is to Chicago. I think he might be in southern Illinois. Is it Illinois, right? Illinois. And I'm just doing a bunch of name dropping here. See who else can I think of. Let's see. Rachel is Sweet and Simple Home. I think she's in this area. She lives in Washington State, maybe? I can't quite remember. I think she's over here. And who else? Jen the Pudgy Pickers in Cleveland, Ohio area. I don't know if I can think of anybody else right now, but anyways, that's kind of fun. The other thing I picked up at that cancer charity yard sale was this farmer's market box. They only wanted $5 for this as well. So I was more than happy to give them $10 for both, and it goes to a great cause. So I thought this was really fun. I'm not sure if I'm hanging on to this myself. I only contemplate it because I love this green and I do garden and I love farmers market stuff. So I might hang on to this for myself, but it may go into the booth as well. Might be kind of nice on my countertop with some mason jars in it with something in it. Maybe, maybe I can put my utensils in it. I might like that idea. I might be hanging on to this myself. Another yard sale. This is the only thing I picked up for 50 cents. It was super buggy at her yard sale. And then she there's me and another customer, and the other customer was talking to her about it. And she was kind of rude. She was like, well, it ain't on me. And she didn't really care. And she's like, there was another girl here earlier that said that, it was buggy. And I said it was probably because her hair was dyed red or something. I'm like, geez, lady. But, so we were standing there, getting eaten by bugs, and she decided it was a good time to go into the house, I guess. And so we were both standing there waiting to pay, and this was the first time I got shot down on a little bit of discount, so I always try to either lot items. I don't too often just get one item, I will say that. So usually, I'll find stuff that's like, up to $5 worth of items, and then I'll find a couple extra things to throw in to, lot it for the $5 to get a couple things for free, basically. So I figured, this was 50 cents. I'm like, can you take a quarter for it? And she's like, oh no, I like that basket, 50 cents. I'm like, well, if you like it, why is it in your yard sale, lady? But, I paid the 50 cents for it anyways, because I know I can make, a decent profit off of it in the booth, somewhere between $5 and $10. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny that she shot me down on the quarter price. Picked up another basket at an additional yard sale I went to. another just single item I got there. It was only $1. This one's great because it has the dividers in it. It makes for a nice little carrier for if you're going to have a cookout or a picnic. So thought that one would do well in my booth as well. I picked up 3 of these macrame plant hangers. This is only 2 here. I think my son ran off with one. I can't find it, but I know there was 3 because she didn't have any prices on anything, and I asked her, and she wanted 75 cents a piece for them, and I just asked her if she'd take $2 for all of them, and she said sure. So got 3 of these for $2, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the booth now. I've gotten quite the collection going on myself, so yeah, so I'll be reselling those in my booth. So at this yard sale, again, no prices on anything. I feel like this season people are super lazy about putting prices on their yard sale items. It really annoys me because I really hate having to ask how much things are and stuff. If I find a lot of items, I don't mind because I'll just be like, hey, take $5 for all this. But when I only find a couple things and then they kind of look at me like, they want $1 million for it, even though they didn't price it. But there was an entire box full of these mugs from the 1980s. I assume they're from the 80s. They might be the 70s even. They're FTDA, made in Korea. I like that they had the rainbow on them. A lot of them are in pretty rough shape, and I figured there was probably about 10 of them in there. And I figured, I might just buy the box if it was like she was going to go for $1 or $2. But when I asked her, she's like, oh, $1 a piece. I'm like, seriously? Because these were all scratched up and the paint was coming off a lot of them. So I kind of like the mug for myself. I think this will clean up here. So I just grabbed one for myself at $1. The other ones were really in rough shape. So I left those behind. And then I had another tin with me, and then I had this as well, and I asked because it was 2 people running that sale, and this was the other girl's items, I guess. So I asked her how much for that tin and this, and she said $2.50, and I was like, okay. So I was like, well, how much for just this? And she's like 50 cents. I was like, okay, so I'll just take this. The other tin was nice, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like paying $2 for it that day. I was just getting kind of annoyed with the prices there, so I don't know. I think she probably had a little bit of regret that she only charged me 50 cents for this after she thought it was just a small tin, I think, because after she kind of grabbed it, she could feel or something in it. She's like, oh, I want to open this. She's like, just out of curiosity, I want to see what's in it. So what's in it actually is some coasters. So I thought these were super cute, and I was happy to pay the 50 cents for them. I think I got that for a steal, honestly. But these are super fun. These would be really cute at, around Christmas time for sure to put out. They kind of have a little bit of a vintage vibe to them. So yeah, it's 6 of them all together. So that was a good find for sure. Has the cork bottom. It looks like they originally only paid $1 for them at Goodwill. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I got that there. And then I went to this nice countryside yard sale. Those are my favorite to go to. I don't particularly like going to the city ones because for some reason the city people just don't price their items. A lot of times they're just it's been collecting in their garage and they're items are all dirty and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if you guys come across that in your area, that the country yard sales tend to be a little bit nicer. But anyways, I got these guys for $1 a piece. These are these are huge. She said there was originally a 4th one, but she broke it, and she didn't have her stuff, some of it was priced, these weren't priced, and I asked her how much, and she said, oh, $1, because I think I just kind of held this one up. I'm like, how much are, kind of these, and she's like, oh, $1. I'm like, for all of them? And she's like, how about a piece? I'm like, yeah, works for me, that's a great deal. So I'm sure I can stand to make a decent profit off these, come that season. But look at the detailing on this. These are kind of engraved here with trees, birds, and this one has the deer on it. These are super cute. I tend to decorate my Christmas stuff more as a little church. This is so cute. I tend to decorate my Christmas stuff more like vintage, more colorful kind of stuff. But someone that loves snowmen are going to love these. And I actually kind of like them myself, but I don't think I'm going to hang on to them. Just because they don't really go in my things, but super cute and a great deal. So the next thing I picked up at the yard sale was a bunch of baseball caps. They were only $1.25 a piece. Such a steal. This one's a little bit, have to do a little cleaning up. I don't know much about Orvis and fishing, but I thought this was, had some fun. The fish was a fun color here, and I thought it seemed like a really nice quality hat, so it's not sweat stained or anything, so I shouldn't have any problem reselling that once I just clean that up a little bit. And I got a couple of local hats here that, I just won't show you just for privacy reasons. And then got a Boston Red Sox hat here. We'll probably keep this one. We are Boston Red Sox fans. Then I got 2 of these Grand Canyon National Park hats. This one actually is, one of them's new with tag, and I'm sure this one wasn't worn too much, probably just when they were on their trip there, but it has the nice metal clasp, and yeah, so that's a really nice hat. That's the one there with the tag on it. Let's say, well, it was not original price on it, but, and then got this Saints hat here. We're not really Saints fans per se. I mean, I do like Drew Brees. I think he's a cool guy and super nice guy and stuff. And I was happy we did root for them that year. He won the Super Bowl. But I'll be reselling this. Jeffrey at Real Nifty Vintage kind of gave me this idea a little bit because he started reselling sports hats in his Etsy shop online, and he seems to be doing pretty well with that. So, I figured for $1.25 a pop, I'm definitely going to give that a shot as well. Then I found this Animal Kingdom Disney one here. So this one's new with tag too, Walt Disney. What is going on, people? Why do they buy hats and not wear them? Apparently they wanted souvenirs, but then they didn't want to wear them, I guess. And then I got a nice Cabela's hat, so I think I stand to make a decent profit off of these for sure. My husband might want this, but he has so many hats, I probably can talk him into reselling that one. And got LL Bean, it's our local, it's pretty well-known company, but this is local to Maine. It's our big sporting company we have here. And got another Boston hat here, Boston Celtics. So I might resell this one as well and just keep that one Boston one. But 25 cents a piece, great deal. A lot of them are new with tags, so pretty great find. I think I could probably sell them from $10 to $15. I seems to be what Jeffrey is usually selling his for, so I'll, stand to make a decent profit, probably about $50 or so off of this score, so definitely a great deal. Also at that yard sale, we did get this hose timer for $0.25, so I don't know if that's that interesting to you guys, but we did pick that up. And see, it's originally $10, so going yard sailing saves you money, guys. This yard sale we went to, nothing was priced. And I picked up a couple things. This I wanted to put into my booth to, kind of start my 4th of July section and get some Americana in there. So super cute. And that one was definitely worth $1. It seemed everything I asked her for a price, that's $1. So essentially this yard sale was the dollar store. And then this I asked her, I wasn't quite sure what it was, but I thought it was kind of cute. I like quirky things like that. But I guess she said it's a pencil holder. So she actually was like a teacher, I'm pretty sure. She had a bunch of teaching, kind of like kid teaching books and stuff there she was trying to sell. So I picked up that to put in the booth. I just thought it was kind of fun and quirky, and I don't know. I like selling stuff like that. It's just fun. And the last yard sale I went to, I found my favorite thing of the season. And it is this nice little vintage Smurf plate. I love it because it has the Smurfs on it, of course. I am an 80s kid, and I always love the Smurfs. And it has the hot air balloon, which I also love. I think it's super fun. This is from 1984? 82. So it's 1982. I I was a little nervous at this yard sale. It was kind of an old antique dealer, and you go up and nothing's priced. Most of it's you recognize this stuff when you're in this business of antiques, and you know what stuff's worth, and they know what stuff's worth. So you're not going to get that great a deal. And I was kind of cruising along, like, yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to pay these prices for it, because I heard her talking to another guy and he was asking, and her prices were kind of crazy. But I was just about to leave, and I looked down and I saw this. I was like, I loved it so much. I'm going to add this to my 80s kind of toy collection I got going on. And I was thinking in my head, I grabbed it and I started walking around. I'm like, okay, what do I want to pay for this? I'm like, I'm not going to pay any more than $5, but I really, only want to pay $1. So I kind of walked up to her and I was trying to think, I'm like, should I say, ask her if she'll take $1 for it, or should I just ask her, tell her there's not a price on it, and, how much do you want for it? So I ended up going up to her and said, there's not a price on this, and I was about to say, we take $1 for it. She's like, $1. I'm like, okay. So I got it for $1, and I was super happy about that. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw this on my Insta story or something. So yeah, that was definitely my favorite find so far this year. Super cute and fun. So that's going to do it for my yard sale hauls for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed them. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you next time.